everybody, welcome back to Renea and Baby. If this is your first time on our channel, make sure to smash that subscribe button. If you're already part of the family, what's up fam? Today we are going to be talking about raising up that credit score. Make sure you all stay tuned. I know this video is kind of far-fetched compared to the content that I usually place on my channel. However, I have gotten a lot of questions on how I bought a house at 24. Sorry y'all for the background noise. The kid is playing. Well, Brayden is playing. I have gotten a lot of questions though. So I wanted to make a video about how I raised my credit score, which is ultimately the way that you have to buy a house. You have to have a pretty decent credit score. So my tip number one is if you have any bills in collections, make sure to pay off your collections. Any bills, it doesn't matter if it's medical bills, student loans, utility bills, phone bills, it doesn't matter what it is. Collections accounts always has a negative impact on your credit score, and it's a high impact as well. So make sure to pay off your balances. And a lot of times places where you owe could be like a phone company or utility place. You can actually call them, and based on how much you owe, they will give you a paying discount. So basically, if you were to pay the full lump sum that you owe, they'll discount it to where you don't have to pay the whole amount at once. So say you owe someone $400. If you call them and say, hey, if I were to pay the whole amount today, how much could I get discounted? And they can say, oh well, you could pay $350 and we'll call it even. Okay, so that's great. And then you can also do like the payment plan, so where it at least shows that you're trying to pay it off, and that also helps your credit score. That leads me into making on-time payments. A lot of times people don't realize that when you have like a car payment, some utilities, mortgage, I'm trying to think of different things. It's just really my truck payment that's on my credit cards, any type of business that reports to your credit, student loans. Whenever you're making payments, make sure to make those payments on time, because when you don't make those payments on time, it shows you as being a high risk, meaning that when you don't pay your bills on time, a creditor is going to look at your previous history and say, oh well, you owe these people and you're not even paying them on time, so why would I want to let you borrow money from me as well? I'm not going to want to allow you to borrow money from me or for me to pay for anything for you. So make sure to pay your payments on time. It does have a high impact on your score and can drag your score down by a lot. My tip would be to pay things either on time or ahead of time. I personally pay things ahead of time because if I try to pay them on time, I will forget. Next thing is keep your debt to income ratio low. When I say debt to income ratio, it's how much debt you have versus how much you owe someone else. So for example, if you make, I don't know, $40,000 in a year and you owe $60,000 in student loan, your debt to income ratio is gonna be elevated because you owe more than you make. So always make sure to try to keep your debt to income ratio low, which means don't take out the big car loans. Try to save up and buy it. Just try not to finance as much stuff. Furniture, don't finance it, just buy it straight out. Or cars, or whatever it is that people are financing nowadays. I don't know because I'm not financing much but my truck. But whatever it is that people are financing, just make sure to finance it only if you absolutely positively need to finance it. Because that does add to your debt to income ratio. Now the next thing, I was warned about this in high school and I was so scared to actually take a leap of faith and actually get one of these. Y'all know what I'm talking about, a credit card. Credit cards have a very bad rep, but it's based on the person who gets the credit card, because credit cards are what you make them. If you get a credit card with a $500 balance, you spend all $500 on it and then you don't pay the bill, it's going to negatively impact your credit. However, if you get a credit card with a $500 balance, you spend $100 on it and you pay your bill off every month, that will positively affect your credit. As long as you are using I like to say 15%. As long as you are using 15% of your balance or less and shows that you are actually using it, paying it off each month, it can't do anything but positively affect your credit, which is great. It shows on-time payments and it shows that you're using your credit wisely. Those are the big things that I used as far as raising my credit personally. If you all have any other tips that you might want to share with other people, leave them down in the comments below. I know other people may go to the comments and read them, so make sure to put your comments down low about things that helped raise your credit score. And also let me know if the things that I used or the things that I did didn't help you, because I would like some tips, because having a credit score at a good rate, it doesn't stay that way. You have to continuously work on your credit score every single month. It's not like you build your credit up one year and then you just don't do anything the next year. You have to continue and continue and continue to build your credit. Because if you miss a payment, or you raise up a balance on your credit card, or you go out there and buy something and then you don't pay it, it's gonna break your credit. It takes so much longer to build up your credit than it does to drop it. Like, you can take 6 months to build up your credit and you can drop it in a matter of 1 month. So just make sure to take care of your credit, people. That is the #1 thing as far as buying a house, because they always look at your credit and dig through everything that you have. And then also finances, but that's on a whole nother video. I have a whole little series coming on how I bought a house at 24. So you all stay tuned. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I know it was really quick and put together, and this little kiddo was all up in it, wasn't you, buddy? Yeah. So we'll see you all next time for another new video. Love y'all. Peace.